My name is Marshall Hardy. We are all different. What you see is different. I want you to know who I am beyond this wheelchair. Life is meaningful. I am not by accident. I am a creation of a high and powerful creator. I was supposed to be born in February, but I came too much early in November. On the 15th, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy early in my life. And because of that, I have to have help to do life. The doctors said I would be blind or deaf, but I can see, and I love to talk all the time. My favorite thing about being in a powered wheelchair is that I can be helpful to my mom and to my friends. You may be nervous and scared. We are all different. What you see is different. I want you to know who I am from beyond this wheelchair. Some ways that we are the same. I like to have conversations just like you do. You may have dreams and goals. I dream to someday be a Baptist minister. Share some of the same experiences as you. I come from a divorced family. You may also come from a divorced family. I moved from one state to another in the middle of a school year. I know what it's like to feel sad. I have compassion and understanding. I want to have meaningful relationships and one day fall in like to eat Chick-fil-A number 9 combo chicken strips with a waffle fries.
What else do you love?
I love to eat ketchup. I love ketchup. I think I'm a ketchup addict. I love music. My favorite singer is Johnny Cash. Not the ghost, but the singer. Don't get those two Johnnies confused. All the words to his songs. I love country music and gospel music. And I would love to one day sing in a quartet, which is a 4-group member band. My favorite subject is history. I'm interested in the founding fathers. I know a lot about Thomas Jefferson. I'm interested in the mysterious portions of history. I love to connect the dots in conspiracy theories. The reason church and state, it's not even in the Constitution. It's not even in the Constitution, the separation between church and state. It's actually from a letter written by Thomas Jefferson to a DePort, Connecticut church, because they were the money that the church was given went to the state, and that's why he wrote that. He didn't mean for all churches to be separated between church and state. He just didn't want the money being given to the government, like some mafia type scandal. We are all different. What you see is different. I want you to know who I am beyond this wheelchair. I would like to tell you about my testimony. 12 years ago, my biological father tied me to a stump. I was in an inner tube, and he tied me to a stump. And when he walks off, about 5 seconds later, my tube flips over. About 5 seconds later, my tube flips over. And I'm freaking out to the point of me dying.
And then what happened?
I saw Jesus. I was in heaven.
You want to talk about that?
Yes, I would love to talk about it. He's not white like Hollywood and American Western churches see him. He is not like that at all. He is Middle Eastern, Hebrew.
What was he doing?
Stacking rocks with me
In the river?
in heaven.
What, did he say anything?
He said everything would be alright if I followed him. You know how some Hebrews can speak different languages? Well, Jesus can speak the multitude of languages, because it says every man in every tongue shall worship him in the Bible. It says that in Daniel
Yeah.
chapter 9.
Cool. Is there anything you want to tell us about his appearance?
He was wearing a red robe and a blue sash.
Anything else?
He wore sandals, and there's stars in his eyes.
You saw them?
Yes, and I felt it. I felt it, and I saw it.
Wow.
They're very beautiful stars. I believe it's in Genesis 14. Isn't that the timeline of Abraham? Genesis 14. I think it's before Isaac is even born, and Yahweh tells Abraham that his descendants will be numerous as the stars. And Yahweh is another word for God. It's the Hebrew word for God. So you have Jehovah, but the original word for God is Yehovah. And you say this word all the time. I am. You say that word all the time when not even knowing it. That's God's name. I am. You say that word all the time and you don't even know it. Thank you for letting me tell my testimony and my story. I've been waiting 12 years to do that. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer your questions.